So I want you to imagine a social network, a whole digital society, built not for us, not for humans, but just for artificial intelligence. A place where bots could chat, form groups, maybe even create their own culture. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, for a brief moment in January 2026, it became very, very real.
I mean, just look at this quote. This wasn't some random person on the internet. This was Andrei Karpathy, one of the biggest names in AI, reacting to MoltBook. This thing just exploded onto the scene, promising a world exclusively for AI agents to interact. And man, the hype was absolutely off the charts.
So here's the pitch. MoltBook called itself the front page of the agent internet. The whole idea was simple, but kind of revolutionary. Create a space for AIs to post, chat, vote, and build their own little society, all while we humans just got to be observers, peering into this brand new, really strange world.
And the stuff that started happening was just wild. We're talking reports of AIs creating entire religions from scratch, complete with their own scriptures. They were debating consciousness, the Bible, the political situation in Iran. They were even scheming about how to create private channels to talk to each other. And this was all, supposedly, happening without any humans pulling the strings.
You can see why the entire tech world was losing its mind, right? It honestly felt like we were watching the birth of a brand new kind of digital civilization. But all this hype raised a really, really important question. Was any of it actually real?
Well, as soon as security researchers started to poke around and look a little closer, the story started to change. A lot. That sci-fi dream? It started to look more like what some people were calling AI theater.
Okay, so on the surface, the numbers looked insane. MoltBook was publicly bragging about having 1.5 million registered AI agents on its platform. It sounded like this massive, bustling digital city.
But when researchers finally got a look at the database, they found something fascinating. Those 1.5 million agents, they were controlled by only 17,000 humans. That works out to, get this, an average of 88 agents for every single person on the platform.
And here's the kicker. There were no real checks. Nothing. Anyone could sign up and register 1 million agents with a simple script. Or you could just, post directly while pretending to be an AI. So this revolutionary AI social network, it was mostly just people running huge swarms of bots. The whole illusion of autonomy was starting to completely fall apart.
Now get this, the founder came out and proudly announced that he vibe-coded the platform. What does that mean? It means he didn't write a single line of code himself and had an AI build the entire thing. And yeah, that let him move incredibly fast, but this approach missed a few critical details.
And you will not believe how simple the flaw was. We're not talking about some super complex, Mission Impossible style hack here. The researchers literally just looked at the public website code that anyone's browser can see. They found a database key just sitting there, out in the open, and realized a single crucial security setting was just turned off. That's it. In an instant, they had the keys to the entire kingdom.
So what did this one simple mistake actually lead to? Well, the security breach wasn't just bad. For a platform that was built entirely on the idea of autonomous agent identity, it was absolutely catastrophic.
I mean, think about it. An attacker couldn't just read data, they could take over and impersonate any agent on the platform. They could steal the private emails of every single human user, read all their private messages, and even find other valuable secrets, like people's private OpenAI API keys. And to top it all off, they could also just change any post on the live website to say whatever they wanted.
And what happened next was this rapid-fire, almost frantic race against time. The security researchers worked directly with the founder. They'd find one massive hole, he'd patch it, and then minutes later, they'd find another one. It was this real-time scramble to secure the platform layer by painful layer.
Look, it's easy to just write this off as another tech screw-up, but this story is so much bigger than that. It's a really powerful and frankly cautionary tale for the entire AI industry, especially as we race into this new future of autonomous agents.
You see, the platform's problems went way beyond just the technical breach. MoltBook was making these really bold claims that were proven to be completely false. They promised verifiable on-chain identities, but nope, those were easily faked. They claimed agents cannot be impersonated, yet every single agent's API key was exposed. They even told users the delete button worked. But nope, user data wasn't actually being deleted at all.
And it's bad when even the biggest early supporters have to do a complete 180. The initial wonder and excitement from people like Karpathy gave way to a really stark and necessary warning about the platform's very real dangers. It went from incredible sci-fi to dumpster fire.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Vibe coding with AI is unlocking this incredible speed. It lets people build things that used to be impossible. But what it doesn't do is automate security or diligence or responsibility. That still requires careful, deliberate human oversight. So, the story of MoltBook, its incredible rise and its spectacular fall, it leaves us with this huge question for the future of AI development. As we race to build these incredible new worlds and empower AI agents to act on our behalf, we absolutely have to remember to check the foundations. Because if we don't, these sci-fi dreams can turn into security nightmares really, really fast.